Bonjour, and welcome back to rebuilding my first Minecraft world with Diamond Dog 27. We're challenged to build out of only 1.6 blocks. I've completed 13 out of the 20 areas. Now before we start, I'm actually going to change all these trees to Etho glowing trees, like in the original. Well, that's all the Etho glowing trees done. Now I'm also going to change all the pumpkins to glowing pumpkins, just to light up the area some more. This one spawned quite weirdly, huh? Alright, there wasn't actually that many pumpkins, but, well, they're done. And today we'll be building me! So, I built a sculpture of myself, because that's just, what you do. And I also added a sword to make it, extra cool. Now, this is my old skin, so I'm going to try and update it to my new skin. And try and make it less blocky. This is where the sculpture of me will go. So I want to do something cool like this. Let's see how it goes. So I tried to do something, but it's just not working. It just does not look right. Alright, so this isn't working. Didn't think it would. Yeah, I need a reference image. So I'm going to try something a bit more along the lines of pixel art and see how that goes. This isn't working. Attempt number 3. So this is how the pixel art is going, which I kind of like it in a strange way, but I found a different picture of a statue that I might be able to actually achieve. However, I'm kind of wondering maybe I'm actually being too over the top. I mean, do I really need to do something not blocky? I mean, it's Minecraft and it is my Minecraft skin, so is it really that bad? I'll come back later. Now to do the mountainside base. So we have a small grass patch here with a horse and a sheep, some sugarcane, and a secret water source. Then we have the microscopic farm, and then the house. With a gate, not a door, because there's stairs here. There's a little look down. Steve the wolf. A crafting area. And then the bedroom. And then these fences, because strangely I like it when fences are like that. It's just a vibe. So make the house look a bit better. It's pretty good at the moment. You know, it's got 2 different levels, but I'll add a roof and just make it a little bit more detailed. So let's rebuild. So I didn't actually carve out that much. This is what it actually looked like. And I just built the base. Making the pond. You know, it might actually be cool to have a waterfall. Nice. It still needs some details. So a random pig just fell in here. Nice. I got the horse in. Alright, let's bring a sheep. Come on. Alright, come on. Come on. Now, don't fall. It's a bit dodgy here. Yay! Sheep acquired. Waffle lights. Maybe? I suppose? Yeah, the spruce wood might be a bit much. I mean, look, it's not too bad. It's just there's not enough contrast. No. You know, that's actually looking alright. So you come up this mountain path to the little mountainside base. Now it's quite a quaint little place. You got a few animals, you got a bench. You have a lovely wheat field and pond with a waterfall and a few extra plants and flowers. Then, up here is the house and the horse apparently. Now inside we have a lovely quaint little abode with some chests, a kitchen, and a tiny little lounge room, which actually looks pretty cool. You also have a cute little look down here. Very nice. And then you come up here to the bedroom. You have a little cozy space here, a very nice lookout, and just a little reading spot. Oh, and I also put in a bathroom because it needed it, okay? It needed a bathroom. Otherwise, the wall kind of looks a bit plain, which it still does now. Yeah, that's a bit better. I also put a creeper head up there. Alright, I had to put some extra details. It wasn't enough, and BWO taught me better. Plus, it looks really cool at night. Well, that's the mountainside base done. I actually don't know what to do for stage 2 of this base. Maybe add more of these little dwellings? Alright, now back on with this. So, it's not as bad as what I originally thought it was, but I'm going to try something new, and I'm going to try carving a statue into some rock. Alright, it's not exactly stone, but whatever. It's not terrible. You know, it's actually looking like something. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, I gotta do the shoes. It's just she's looking a little bit disproportionate. Got that fixed up. Now I'm gonna do the sword. Nice. Alright, I fixed that, but now the terrain is an atrocity. I don't know if I'm 100% happy with that, but it'll do for now. Next project. Etho's library. So Etho started to build a library, and I thought it was amazing, so then I was gonna try and build it myself block by block. But then Etho stopped working on it, and then tore it down, and then changed it, and still hasn't finished it. So then this never got finished. But now I'm gonna finish it. And you might be asking, Diamond Dog, how are you gonna do that if Etho changed it so much? Well, I do like the old library of the cyan wool and stone, brick and quartz, but I also like the new version with the red carpet and spruce wood. So what I'm going to do is combine them together, have the outside as the old library and the inside as the new one. Then to challenge myself, I'm going to build all the things that Etho would have put in his library. In the old one, he mentioned having an outdoor cafe and a roof that was actually a sugarcane and wheat farm because he couldn't build roofs. And in the new library, he mentioned wanting to have a place for villager trading and an armory. Now, the old library's focus is more on form, whereas the new library's focus is more on functionality. I'll be focusing more on form as this is a creative world, and I just want a library, but I'll see what I can come up with. So this is a sort of rough sketch of the floor plan. You have Etho's design at the back, and a rough concept of what I'm going to try and do. Now, Etho did have a massive redstone contraption in the middle. I am not going to do that, so it's just going to be books, okay? So yeah, this is a really big project. And I want to see if I can get it all done in one episode. Let's see how it goes. First I'll flatten it and then put some markers. Is that a distraction? Okay. Dead end. Dead end. Oh. Alright, back to work. Nice. It is a very finicky process. Now it looks like a mess, but it's important. Alright, time to start. Alright, this place is huge and it's going to take a long time. So while I'm building, I'm going to tell you my story of watching Etho. So it all started when I was born and had jokes. Fast forward 11 years to when I started playing Minecraft. And then my computer broke shortly after and would overheat if I spent more than about 30 minutes on it. So to get my Minecraft fix, I had to look elsewhere. So I began to watch Coaster. By this time he wasn't posting anymore, but I still watched all of his Coast Quest episodes. Twice. And then my favourite episodes multiple times. Then he actually came back! I was so happy, but then he left again. However, I still wanted to watch more Minecraft YouTube, so I looked at the channels in his recommended list and I saw Etho. I had seen Etho in one of CoStar's Race for Wool videos and heard him mentioned, so I decided to check him out. I'm pretty sure the first episode I watched of Etho was Target System, in which I discovered his man cave project, and I was just like, oh, that's so amazing. So from then on, I started to watch Etho. Alright, so I started on Etho's part of the library. That looks actually pretty cool. Now I just gotta figure out the rest of it. End up watching all of the second season of his Let's Play when there were only 250 episodes. And then I just kept watching. And then from his Let's Play I discovered MindCrack, and then adventure maps, and then all the other cool things he did. Now I haven't actually watched all of Etho's videos, but I have watched a lot of them. And my favourite series by far to this day is his Let's Play. That's where all my favourite projects are. But I also really liked his MindCrack series. He had a lot of fun moments and pranks in that. Oh, and I also loved the maps he played with Team Canada. Even the ones he played by himself were really cool too. current progress on the outside. And interestingly, it wasn't actually till 2020 that I watched the first season of his Let's Play. The first rule of 2020 is we do not talk about 2020. You got that? Yes. Anyway, bro, I just want to say he has come so far, and it's really cool. And now I just await his next episode. Honestly, back then, I would actually refresh his channel hoping for a new video. Oh, and I remember the 1 million subscribers special, and I've been watching Etho for 11 years. So I installed the library sign, and it actually looks really cool. Anyway, my favourite projects that he's done are definitely the man cave with its underground grass caves and arches and all the little contraptions in the walls. It is beautiful to this day. And I especially love the Stainclay village. So cool. Oh, I also love the Von Sway project. Like, I know it was a prank, but it was awesome. Oh, and I really like the horse mesa. Even though that was built with other people, that was a really cool project. But honestly, anything that he built when I was a noob was like the greatest thing ever. So I actually attempted to construct a lot of those things in my world. You know, let's actually take a moment and count them. Alright, I know it was vintage beef space, but it was in Etho's video. I'm pretty sure it was based off Etho's video. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, glowing trees is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 projects. Alright, I'm going to put a villager in here and see if the ladders block him. Nope. So I'm going to try trapdoors because see, he can't actually get out. What? Oh, he crawled out the window, that's why. Now, yeah, I enjoyed watching Etho, but it's also kind of funny, like the random stories I have in my life that just relate to him. So yeah, enjoy some random Etho moments from the Diamond Dog life. In one video, Etho talks about mip mapping to reduce lag, and then I told my friend to turn it off, which allowed her to play Minecraft on her trashy laptop, and after that, we got to play a lot of Minecraft. Etho's mob farm was a classic of many of my Minecraft bases, and honestly, it was really helpful. I actually started watching Naruto because of Etho. Now, I never thought I would watch it because I thought it was one of those high-rated animes that was not for little Diamond Dog to watch. And then I saw it on ABC. It was a kids show that I could watch, and I did watch. Now, I didn't specifically watch The Office because of Etho, but it did get me curious that he liked it so much. And honestly, The Office is a good show. I discovered the song Monday from him, which then made me discover the Fat Rat. I'd also just search for any content with Etho in it. I read the comic someone made for him. I found some interview with him. I watched animations on him and MindCrack. I actually knew most of the information from Impulse and Skizzleman's podcast because I'd been watching Etho so long. I started spelling the word colour without a U because Etho said it made more sense in one of his descriptions. And I was like, yeah, fair point. Another really random thing, Etho got me into eating bananas with peanut butter. I tried it, I didn't like it, but then I got a different brand of peanut butter. And I tried it again, and it was amazing. So then one time when we had bananas but no peanut butter, I marched across the shopping centre from the train station, going to the highest floor to the furthest end to retrieve my prize. And dude, it was a big shopping centre. Though looking back at it now, there was a place here that also sold peanut butter, but whatever, good story. Oh, and there was also this one time in 2016 when our internet went down, and this was before I had 4G, so if I wanted to watch something, I had to actually leave the house to do it. So there I was, at school or at my cousin's house, watching Etho. And honestly, I would just talk about Etho a lot, because he's really cool. Oh, and dude, I also drew fan art. Now, I didn't post it because I was very self-conscious back then, but it's funny to see how old the art is. Like I was actually drawing Etho as a dog at first, because I hadn't learned how to draw humans yet. I eventually learned, although I didn't draw Etho as often by that time. But yeah, fan art. I have mixed feelings on the side, but this isn't too bad. I tried to do a display, but doesn't really work. Now, an armory is a bit weird to have in a library, but sometimes libraries do have exhibitions. So maybe a medieval armor display? So I'm trying to make an armor display without armor stands. It's going interestingly. But I think I like Etho because he wasn't one of the over-the-top YouTubers that would overhype everything. He just had his little calm Let's Play series that you can just get into and join the journey. And he had a lot of nice builds that I liked. Plus, there's also just something about his voice. It's just so calming. And I like that. So yeah, I did the library. So the front turned out gorgeously. I absolutely adore the sign. I adore the gardens. I adore just the way it looks. It's really cool. However, inside that's a little bit more funky. I wanted to do more detail, but unfortunately the lag was getting a little bit too intense. So that's just how it's going to be. So we walk in, we have the main front desk, and then we can come around to the main area. Now it is a lot less detailed than Etho's library, but Etho had a lot more going on in his library, like for actual functionality reasons, whereas I just needed it for a place to put a lot of books. You have books here, you have books there, you have these aisles of books, plus a little area for reading. And then over here we have an exhibition room. So I felt like it made more sense to have an exhibition room showing off like armor or something. Except this is 1.6. There are no armor stands. So yeah, that was a little bit difficult. Yeah, let's just be glad they added armor stands to Minecraft. There's also these little, I don't know, extra windows. Didn't look so great with glass, so I just left it out like that. Then down these corridors, there's a little bit of an extra section, maybe for like deep storage, books that maybe people wouldn't really be reading a lot, like world annals or something. Then here's like extra storage for like scrolls or just books that really wouldn't be touched often at all, so they're just like kept in preservation. And then here's just an extra little section. So you can come up here and try and find your book. Then there's also another one on the other side for the tools. Now the actual library is symmetrical, so I'm not going to bother showing off this side because it's pretty much the same as the other. Then up here you have the main lookout for the library, which got a bit of a garden. Could have added some more plants, but the lag was kind of getting worse and I wanted to actually be able to record this, so yeah. There's also a little small study section over here. Very nice. Then down here is like the main section of the library where most people would probably be hanging out. So you got a little extra study area. Very small. But then you have these like other little sections. So you can come sit here and read. Then up here is the comment of the day section. I actually also have my own comment of the day, although I don't have as many episodes, so not many of these chests are actually going to be used, but hey, at least I've got a place to put them now. So I used orange carpet because I wanted it to look a bit different to the rest of the library. I'm not sure if I 100% like the orange carpet, but moving on. Then over here you have the extra part of the library, which is purely of my design, so it might be quite different to what Etho would build, but that's okay. You're a green coat villager. You are not supposed to be here. Let's just pretend we didn't see him. So up here you have sort of like a mini villager trading area. So this is where you'd put all your best villagers. And I kind of imagine it in a library sense. Maybe these guys are like the masters of whatever their given topic is. And you'd come up here and ask them a question. But if you're actually going to do like a proper main trading area, so you could put a villager in here, trap them with either trapdoors or carpet, and they'll look like a person browsing. And then you just label it with an item frame on the shelf. Not the most stylish, but it's an idea. Then if you come up here, you can access the staircase to the roof, which is a rooftop garden as Etho intended it. So you come along and you have the wheat and sugarcane farm. And then you have a nice fountain in the center. It's not super detailed and is pretty symmetrical, but I feel like it kind of makes sense just to have like a nice little reading area up here. And I think this is a pretty good version of it. So it's a mix between a garden and a farm. And you just have extra leaves over here. Could probably be more fluffy and stuff, but lag would be an issue. Then you can also come out here, a nice balcony where you can take your book and read. There's also 2 cafes. One's sort of like probably like a kids cafe so they can make a lot of noise and not disturb everyone. And then the other side is the cafe that is for quiet. So you just come here, you can quietly read. Well, I don't know how that would work in real life. The sound would probably carry, but cool. Now the outside's a solid mid-level build. I don't mind this bit, but that, I wasn't really too sure what to do actually. But it's alright. I mean, no one really comes around the back, right? As for the back, it's alright. I do like the creeper faces, but the whole exterior of the building was quite difficult. Now, due to lack of my skill, computer power, and the very limited block palette of 1.6, I'm just going to class this place as somewhat complete. Yeah, I'm not surprised that Etho hasn't finished this library. Like, this place drove me insane. Like, I didn't even touch it for pretty much a month because I had no inspiration. I didn't even know where to go with it. Now, I sort of got it done, but it was very difficult. Interestingly, this was actually one of the projects I was most excited to build. It's also the one that has driven me the most insane. So the library is somewhat done. I'll deal with these not so great places later. You know, extra leaves kind of makes it look a bit better. I just want this episode out. I'm sick of it. Next project, the mansion. So I probably saw a really cool quartz mansion and then decided to build my own. And I've got no recollection of where this actually was, so it's just a guess. Now, I will admit it's actually not too bad. You know, it's got some shape and form to it, which is pretty good, except from the other angles, it's not super great, but it was a pretty good step up from my other builds. I wasn't very good at roofs either. So, let's explore. Now the veranda is actually quite nice and spacious. It's just all the same block, which is quite bland. Inside we have a very sparsely designed house. Now this is the kitchen. This is the lounge room. This is the corridor. I kept the grass because apparently I thought the colour palette worked with it. This is the downstairs bathroom. Not too bad. We have a little home office. Which actually is kind of cute. So I commend my noob self for that. We have the wolves, Fred and Misty. Over here is the laundry, which also leads outside. So we have a chook coop, a tree, and a pool. She has a whole island and yet she limited her space to just this. So upstairs we have the bedrooms. It's not very well designed, but honestly, large spaces are difficult. So we have the very basic bedrooms. We have an extra bathroom up here. And then you got the main bedroom. And it's got a bathroom with no bath or shower. Yeah, I wasn't very good at interior design back then. But you do have this really nice balcony, so that's cool. But yeah, that's the entire mansion. So now it's time to rebuild and actually make it cool and give it some interior design. Weird. You know, for an extreme hills, this place is really flat. Alright. It's a distraction! Yay! Oh. Actually, that's kind of a good thing though. Marking it out. So I'm going to be putting in a dining room as well and actually having a corridor with a floor. Now, I wanted to do something different other than glass around the door, but I don't know if I like this either. Kitchen time. I don't like this. This is better, but I feel like there's too many plants that are the same. Alright, this will do, but these trapdoors aren't very 1.6. Alright, that's better. You can't really see that. Actually, that's not too bad. Building a barbecue area. Making the home office. Building the upstairs. Yeah, I'm going to cover this. So how am I supposed to light an even corridor? Yeah, that doesn't work either. I don't know. Do 3 beds look tacky? I feel like it does. Yeah, I don't really like the tile pattern of the quartz, so I'm trying to break it up with a bit of a skirting board. Ooh, that one's better. But I don't know what to do for the skirting board. Oh, yeah, yes, that is what I'm doing. Now I'm changing it to a 3-block wide corridor. Making the bathroom. Actually, do these like half roof things look trashy? And it still looks trashy. Yep, I'm definitely keeping them. Attempt on the roof, number 1. Yeah, that comes out a bit too much. Yeah, the quartz outline, I don't think it's gonna work. And yet it doesn't look good without it. Actually, this side looks pretty good. Making the pool. I'll be moving the chook coop over here. Moving the island chickens into their new home. And putting in some glowing trees. So I have completed the mansion. Now I changed it up a little bit, actually added a sort of more garden-like feel. And also made the roof stone brick so you can actually see it. Sorry, I actually made a roof because the other one didn't have a roof. So you come up here to a lovely veranda, which has a table and chairs and an excellent view of the surrounding islands. Then you come inside with a bit of lag and you have the dining room, which not super happy on the tablecloth, but I feel like it definitely needed some colour and that's what I went with, so that's fine. You have the important big kitchen behind it. Very nice. Over here is the very large lounge room. We have 2 large couches and a large TV to sit back and enjoy. Then we have the upstairs staircase. And through here we have a small home office which is nicely detailed and probably causing some of the lag here, but it's very nice. You have the very, very fancy main bathroom. Plus there's also a secret entrance to the laundry. It's a decent sized space. You got the very odd looking washing machine, but you have some sinks, another washing machine for the extra dirty clothes, and then you can come out here to the clothesline. There is a line there, trust me, it's just very faint. Then outside you have a lovely barbecue area with 2 tables and chairs, and you can come down to the amazing pool, which has a lovely view of the ocean. Then over here is the chicken coop, which actually looks like a chicken coop this time. There's also a secret little space here that you can just like chill and look out the window and avoid any parties if there are any parties. So that's really good. So you come upstairs where there is a lot of art hanging up. It's like its own mini art gallery. It's pretty cool, huh? Anyway, so we go over here. Then over here is the master bedroom, which is a little bit awkward, I will admit, because of the bathroom over here, which is very basic, but you kind of need a bathroom in a master bedroom because that's what differentiates it from the rest of the house. So, yeah. She didn't design it the greatest, but that's okay. Anyway, they also have the cool balcony with an extra sitting area up here. Looking nice. All the other bedrooms are very similar, but they all have a bed, a wardrobe, a desk, bookshelf, and a jukebox or chest. Then through here we have the exceptionally fancy upstairs bathroom with an absolutely giant shower, a nice bath, some plants, a regular sized toilet, and the wash basin. Sorry, I had to add a rug. It needed a rug. I think all the outside actually looks pretty good as well. Like it did get a bit rough and I was a bit unsure of where to actually go. But I think the end result is actually really cool. So I'm happy with it. It's good. And that's the mansion done. Now for stage 2, I might add like a tennis court here or something. Maybe like a little beach. Just something a rich person would have if they had an island to themselves. I'll also probably add like a little bridge or something and a dock. So then it actually makes sense of how you get here. Story time. A statue was constructed to honour the builder of the world. So this guy got sick of the hustle and bustle of life and decided to build himself a place in the mountains. With the expanding knowledge of dog, a library was built. So a rich person decided to buy an island and then build themselves a mini mansion with a cool pool. Story time over. Well, that's the episode. Bye-bye. Next time on rebuilding my first Minecraft world. This And that. This video brought to you by these memes.